I am live. Hi guys. Yeah, this is a weird view. I've never used my laptop before. Hi. We'll see if anyone jumps in. I know that I keep doing this lately. I don't give anyone notice that I'm jumping on live, and then here I am. So I'm alive. Hi guys. How is everyone? I wanted to give you guys an update of where I've been, what's been going on. Yes, I'm alive. Yeah, I'll wait just a little bit so I don't have to repeat it tons of different times, like where I've been and what's been going on for me. Yeah, the energies have not been very subtle for me. So, I don't know if everyone else has experienced the same, but that has been my case. But I knew that was coming. I knew October was going to be very insane. Hi, everyone. I miss you guys so much. You don't even know. Oh my gosh. I really miss you guys. I hope you're doing okay. I'm sorry I haven't been there for you, but I had to just settle down because I pushed myself really hard and I got a nice little repercussion for that. So I think I'll start doing it. I am going to do readings, okay, just so everyone knows. But I was just going to give you guys an update. So, yeah, I hope you guys have been okay. You don't even know how much I miss you. And I know I don't need to apologize technically, but I just have felt like I want to be there in the readings and help you guys out as much as possible through these energies. But man, it was just like super crazy. So let me get into updating you guys what's been going on for me. So, and by the way, yeah, it's so good to see all you guys. Yay. I would recommend if you guys are on Instagram to go follow me over there. I never advertise it because I really am not a big social media person, but I have found like sometimes it's easy for me to update over on Instagram or do things over there. So if you guys want to jump over and follow me on Instagram, I would highly recommend it. Plus, I've been posting some updates because so I just got finished with an 18-day water only fast. And you guys know how crazy I am. Like I do a lot of fasting, like an insane amount. But I am very good about pacing myself. So I've been technically gearing up for this entire year. I've been preparing to do this fast. But I was just like waiting, you know. I really was patient this whole year with my eating and working out, and then finally everything just led up to this point and I just boom went into the 18-day water fast. So let me let you guys know what happened. Okay. So over on my Instagram, I've posted like an update video where I explain some stuff there, plus pictures if you guys are interested. I really, please don't be all weirded out. Like it's kind of like my way of showing proof because I know that, like, for example, David Blaine, he did like a 44-day water fast and nobody believed him. And so you have to like kind of post updates in a way because no one would believe you because it's really insane. So this is what happened. So this whole year I was struggling. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I was just struggling with a sinus thing the whole year. And it was so frustrating. And I noticed probably about a few months ago, I did like a 7-day water fast and I was doing like a lot of clearing out and I felt like some of my sinus stuff loosened up. So I was like, ooh, I'm going to do another one and hopefully it will just clear everything out completely. So what I did, uh, things got really stressful and finally my health just completely broke down. So I'll get to your guys's comments in a second, but so I came down with what I believe to be bronchitis, which isn't totally abnormal for me. Like way back in the day, I used to get it pretty much every year and it would take me out. Like I would have a cough for months and months, but this was super crazy because like, so I got really worried that when I came down with bronchitis, that I would also get, you know, what must not be named. It's like the Voldemort of viruses now. Like you can't say the name or it's like a trigger warning. So I was worried that I would get both. And because of that, I just dove right into a water fast. But the first few days leading up to the bronchitis, like really hitting me hard when I got like a fever and my body was aching, like I couldn't even move. I was like pounding my body full of all my teas and all this stuff. Um, yeah, totally. So I was taking in as many teas as I could that were full of antioxidants because I'm an herbalist and that's my jam. So I was doing all of that, but I just didn't feel like it was even touching the surface of the bronchitis. Like it wasn't even doing anything. So I just went into the fast right then. It was a little bit before the Pisces full moon, which was kind of perfect because I came across Brian Coulter's video. If you guys have heard of him, I love him so much. He's such a great guy. And he did a Pisces video that was like Gandhi style. And I was like, how appropriate. I'm doing a water fast during a Pisces full moon. So I went into this water fast and it was pretty insane. I have moved living locations probably 2 or 3 times during this water fast, which is, there are no words to describe how it is when you're that weak to move. It's unbelievably challenging to say the least, but I'm very blessed, so I try not to focus on that. So I cleared, the good news is I cleared the bronchitis and everything within 4 days of starting the water fast, which was amazing. I don't know what to say about that because usually when I get bronchitis, like I said, I have a cough for like a month or, I just constantly have this deep, deep cough that I can't get rid of. And within 4 days of water fasting, I completely cleared the virus out of my body. So there's that. That was really enlightening. So since I was already into the fast, I was like, well, I was just gonna do 21 days. And that was my plan. But at day 18, I just know now I've fasted. This is my third long-term fast. Yeah, my third one. So I knew what my body felt like when it was starting to go into a deficiency. Like my sleep will start to get affected. And so at that point was when I immediately started introducing like teas and herbal supplements. So that was how I came off of it. So I came off of the fast the first few days. I was just eating watermelon, and now I've pretty much just been eating like it's pretty much like baby food, but I make it myself. So this is how I'm reintroducing my digestion with foods again. So it literally is like, I was thinking about that. I was like, I'm literally eating baby food and it's quite delicious. It's just like vegetable soup, and I blend it up so that my body can take in all the nutrients that it needs. So it's very specific because I research so much on all the minerals and nutrients that are in each individual thing that I put into my soup. It's a little OCD, but what do you expect from me? So that is what I've been doing. Oh yeah, I should probably give you guys my, yes, I was totally going to get Malayan. I don't know how to pronounce it, or Malayan tea. I was like looking that up and I was planning to get that, but I just couldn't get around to it. So that's also why I just did the fast. So my Instagram is Jocelyn K. Blackwell _official. I had to do the official because I had scammers. So yeah, if you guys, if you're on Instagram and you want to follow me there, I have like an update video over there, which is good. And I won't be able to talk about some of the things that I talked about in that video here on YouTube because I get more censorship warnings over here. So you guys can check out that video over there. It's like all the stuff that I just sit around thinking about while I'm fasting, because what else do you have to do except thinking about what's going on in the world? So that's what was going on. Okay. I'm just gonna read these because I miss you guys so much. I am gonna do readings, but I was just giving you guys an update. It's so good to see all you guys. Let's see. Yes, Mercury retrograde. This Mercury retrograde has been the most insane because like all these other planets were in retrograde at the same time. Like 6 freaking planets retrograde all at the same time. So yeah, the energies were just a little insane. At least that's what I thought. So I don't know. Okay. Oh, I love you guys so much. You are just the best. So, yes, 18 days of just water. I'm assuming I didn't keep track like I have in the past. Like I didn't have a scale or anything like that. So I'm assuming usually when I've done a fast in the past, I lose about a pound a day. So on this one, I probably lost a good 18 to 20 pounds. But the crazy thing too is even now on the refeed, because I've been refeeding for, how long have I been refeeding? I don't even know. Oh, yeah, I came off, I think it's been 7 days now. I need to get all the days accurate because I know all that stuff matters. But yeah, it's been about a week that I've been refeeding my body from the fast and everything. So like I said, the first few days was just watermelon because I was trying to keep it similar to just the fast and try to help my digestion slowly get used to eating again. And then I started making these soups and blending them up. So that's what I've been doing for about 4 days. Yeah. Voldemort and the virus. Yay. Oh, so glad to see you guys. Oh, let me see this. Sarah, I got pneumonia and they tried to say I had, you know what? I love it. And it took 3 weeks and another hospital to get a Z-Pack and nebulizer. The other hospital wouldn't treat me. Interesting. I love him too. Oh, Samantha, it's good to see you. Yay. What? I will delete it later. Yay. Okay. Midnight Wolf Tarot. Well, that's cool. I have not heard of her. There's so many tarot readers and amazing ones, but yeah, I haven't heard of her, but I'll try to remember to look her up. I know I miss you guys so much. Okay, I'm just making sure I check on all the things and then I'll jump into a bunch of other stuff, okay? Good to see you guys. Okay, yeah, I know it's probably kind of hard to find me on Instagram because I'm not always on there and I never talk about it to you guys, and I'm so sorry. Okay. Yes, I'm alive and well. Perfect. Okay, I'm updated. Okay. So I want to talk to you guys about something that I think I can talk about on here. I think it's okay too. So, oh, thank you guys so much. I know I'm using my laptop to a different, I'm still trying to get used to how this looks. It's really weird. I know. I have been considering like putting together, because I used to do one-on-one coaching. So I've been trying to think of a way to put together like a good coaching package, especially for those of you that are interested in, I don't think that I'm qualified as an herbologist, but I'm not sure that I would consider myself medically qualified enough to coach in fasting, which is unfortunate because I would actually really love to do that. But I don't think that I can technically do that. But I could help people lead up to it and stuff like that, like to get the discipline down. Because I really think you have to work with a lot of like neuroscience, understanding dopamine and self-discipline to be able to lead up to a fast. But I want to put together a bunch of videos because I think that me personally, I haven't taken the V word. So just because of all of my insane knowledge on quantum physics, I'm just, that's just not for me. So yeah, I just think it's helpful to maybe know some different avenues that you could try out rather than what's currently available out there. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, what was I going to tell you guys? Oh, yes. This is something that I talked about over on my Instagram. And I wanted to talk to you guys a lot about it because I've been meaning to make some videos for you. Because I really do think that this is connected in a lot of big ways. So I have been, if you guys have heard in some of the readings, I've been talking a little bit here and there, depending on whose reading would resonate with this, but I've been talking quite a bit about the 6 realms of existence that are in Buddhism. It's a very fascinating thing, and I think that I don't know, just the information, things just drop into my experience at random times. And I feel like the information just hits a certain spot because, you know, for a while I was watching a lot of like Sam Vaknin and some of these guys to really like do a bit more shadow work and dive into that type of stuff. But I think that he has such a narcissistic spin on things. He calls himself, he has been diagnosed as a cerebral narcissist. So I think that his perspective was like really messing with my mind a lot. I think that it was contributing to a bit of some imposter syndrome. So I started diving a little bit more into Buddhism because I just respect it a lot. It's just I've gravitated to it much more than any other philosophy or religion over the past like 5 or so years. And to come across this information was like really profound, especially for it to come from Buddhists, because I don't think of Buddhists as magical thinkers or, you know, like this might terrible. And I'm not talking crap on pagans or anything like that, because I do have an interest in, especially with Halloween and everything. I love witches and I love Halloween and I love all that stuff. But I think I take Buddhism a little bit more seriously than paganism. I like doing a combination of the two in weird ways, but I like everything. So anyway, the 6 realms of existence in Buddhism. I really wanted to talk about it with you guys because I just feel like it's something bigger, you know. I really feel like it'd be helpful information for things going on in the world. I just like the perspective of it because it's very enlightening. It's very mind-blowing to think about. So, let me see. I actually can pull it up on my phone. Here we go. So, the Buddhists believe, and I might not say this completely perfectly accurate, but they say that in the 6 realms of existence, you can enter into any one of these 6 in this lifetime. Okay. And I do believe, so let me name them off because, it's the most fascinating thing in the world to me right now. Okay. And I'm going to tie in also what this has to do with the fasting and why I've been doing all of this stuff. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not on vacation at all. No, I've been doing an 8-day water or 18-day water fast. That's very random. Do I have a sister, Desire? I do have a sister, but her name is not Desire. I have 2 sisters. Okay, let's see. So you can choose any 6 of these realms of existence in this lifetime, right? Okay. The first one is called, if I can find it. There was one particular one that I really was like an amazing article. It was so freaking good. And I was like, what? Like mind blown. I'm trying to find it. This might be a good one. Let's see. Hi, everyone. Hi. Yes, it's the Quantum Queen. Okay. Yeah, this one should work. Okay, so the first realm of existence. Okay, the first one is the gods, which is the devas. And I'm not going to say these correctly, so just understand that. The next one is the demigods, which is the asuras. There's the humans, which is Manusa, and the animals, which is Tiriac, and I'm not saying that correct. And then we have the hungry ghosts, the pretas, and the hell denizens, the naraka. Now, before I get into these, first off, I am not saying this offensively or labeling any one of you as any one of these, so please don't get offended or sensitive about me just talking about it. I just think it's fascinating and it's really good for self-reflection to think about which one you might categorize yourself as. And try not to let your ego attach too much onto being a god. Like, because I am sure everyone would just be like, I'm in a god or the demigods, you know, but like, who would want to admit to being in the hell denizens, the narakas, you know? Anyway, so yeah, Buddhism to me is like serious stuff. They're not magical little people, like they are serious. That's how I consider them. But here's the fascinating thing. Okay, I read somewhere, this isn't in this exact article, but I had read that in the god realm, they actually can control weather, which I was like, Well, that kind of makes sense in a way if I were to relate it to quantum physics. If they're something about them, their vibration is more alkaline or chemically structured in the proper way, then they would actually be able to influence the environment in a positive way, which I really do believe in all this stuff, which I would definitely say that Christ fell into the category of being a god, which is why he could actually control the elements. Okay. And Christ did the 40-day water fast. So to me, there's a bit of a connection there, which I'll get into later. So then the demigods have like a bit of jealousy issues here and there. Also, humans just go through the normal range of emotions and experiences, and so that's the human realm. And then obviously the animals. There was this article that I read about the animal realm, and it was like they're kind of in a sense of complacency, like not a whole lot of drive to accomplish a whole lot, which is like such a typical animal. They're just like chilling. So the pretas are what seriously fascinated me so much. And this is what I've talked about in some of the readings, because the pretas, which are called the hungry ghosts, are so they're said to have small mouths and big bellies, and they have this unquenchable thirst for like eating, and it's like an emotionally soothing realm. I think they have a form of trauma from past lives, and so they constantly are trying to emotionally soothe themselves throughout this lifetime to numb out in a way. And there's and they also have supernatural abilities. And they're not typically very harmful, the pretas, but they do like get jealousy and competitive, and but the supernatural abilities is kind of what stood out to me the most in the information that I read. So seriously, that blew my mind so much. I have been obsessed now with researching on that, because there was this thing I read about how the pretas, like, I do feel like throughout these lifetimes they're trying to clear that karma, maybe come to a more, like in the quantum physics, trying to come to a more alkaline state to reach a god level so that they can move on to a different existence. And I've wondered if there's a repeat that happens in a way for the pretas, that they will continue to come to this lifetime and repeat this what have I called it before? They'll repeat this plane of existence until they complete this karma and they can move on to a higher level of being. So they can go in and out depending on how much they transform. They can go in and out through phases of their life into the God realm, or maybe even lower. I think there can be a fluctuation in the different realms that they can experience. Make sense? So the thing that I've been thinking a lot about when it comes to chemical things, because you guys know, like, I am pretty obsessed with, I haven't been talking about quantum physics a whole lot this year because I am a little nervous, but I do think that, let me put it this way, okay? Other than myself, I know of two, do I know more? No, two people, yes. Two people personally I know of that have done a long-term water fast, water only. Okay, like it's a different level than a juice fast. I promise you. It's a different level of discipline. It's a different level of, you pretty much have to release your egoic, it's not even egoic, like you release a lot of primitive needs for safety by becoming completely weak and not having physical body strength while you're on a water fast, okay? Because you get down to really tiny, okay? Really tiny, depending on your weight when you go into it and blah, blah, blah. And I'm not telling you guys to do this. Please use your common sense. Please be responsible. I can do this to myself because I wouldn't say that I know everything, but I do have some pretty good amount of experience. So please do not think that I am telling you guys, hey, go do this. Please be intelligent humans, all right? So, there, as far as I know, there's myself and 2 other people that I know of personally that have done this water fasting. Okay. And I have seen a significant shift in not only myself, but the other people that I know of that have done these water fasts. And I do think that because of entanglement, that process shifted things in the quantum world. Let me just put it that way, okay? I think that because it's a thing. I mean, this is not crazy out there stuff. When there are actual studies of monks that have gone into cities and they will meditate and they will measure the rate of crime and things that are going on in the city, and they could see a significant shift from when the monks go in. So it's like when you alchemically shift yourself in a significant way, you will have an effect on society and the world. And that is why I think that a lot of things started to shift and collapse, because a lot of things that have been happening in society, right? Like that which must not be named. The Voldemort that's floating around in chemical form, I do believe was connected because we're moving into the Aquarian age. Okay. And this Aquarian age is going to be, I feel like it's going to be a really long process to getting to a utopia, or how Eckhart Tolle calls it, the new earth. I do believe we are in the slow process of that transitioning, because over the past however many hundreds of years, it's been a traumatic and narcissistic structure. Okay. And I do believe that, like, this is just a phase of evolution that we're going through that's extremely uncomfortable. But I do believe that there have been a few different entities that are starting to figure out this whole connecting the dots between, yeah, it can start out with intermittent fasting and maybe alkalinity and doing all these things. But once you move into autophagy, which I've talked about many times on the channel, and autophagy is where when you're on a fast and your body completely stops getting all the nutrients, it starts creating antioxidants. That is mind-blowing. That's mind-blowing. Am I the only one that thinks that? Like, that is amazing. Okay, because most people are obsessed with the outside source that they need to get all their nutrients from. But holy freaking crap, like, if your body creates it, you're on a different level. So yeah, I think that has shifted something in society, because yeah, I've just seen some really crazy things happening that I'm not playing it. So, um, I'm sorry to just ramble about this stuff, but I wanted to let you guys know, like, what's been going on for me. And every time I come out of these long-term fasts, I just have so many things on my mind as far as connecting the dots between all these different things and what's going on in the world. And to me, everything